here by 4 points. That was a heartbreak. They've been waiting for this night. Valentine's Day, they'd love to beat them here in New York in their own house.
Yes, there is a lot of tension between these two teams because of that
Whistle
loss.
and a foul. And this is going to be against the Firebirds.
Albany foul on number 7, Anthony.
It's going to be against the Patroons. So a second team foul in the first period.
Yep, and McAllister is going back to the line.
And he's good at the free throw line. Number 13, Jamel McAllister. Jamel McAllister, the 6'7", 198 forward. That's the second team foul on the Patroons.
Mm-hmm.
And he will
number 6, Anthony Allen.
miss his first. As now number 6, Anthony Allen, the center for the Patroons, will come in on a sub. The bench is right now empty for the Fire. Nope, number 3 is about to come in. Number 3, Matthew McLean, is about to come in on the court, but he will sit for a moment and rest. And baskets missed by McAllister at the free throw line. That's disappointing.
And that's something that they've been struggling with a lot, and that's sadly what's keeping them out of the games.
Got to work on that.
Yeah,
now in their way,
absolutely.
a slam there by McAllister, stopping number 12 for the Patroons of Robertson to go to the basket. Here comes McAllister on his rebound. He'll power his way. A whistle and a foul, or will not. They'll keep it in play. It's out of bounds. Last touch by the Patroons. It will be Firebirds basketball.
In for Raleigh, number 3, Matt McLean.
McAllister will come off court. McLean will come in for Raleigh. 15-9. And okay, they have updated those shots, and 15-9 the score.
Yeah.
So it's right now a 6-point lead for the Firebirds here in the early period opener.
But
5:31 remaining in the first.
We've seen that before, though. The Firebirds build this lead.
And there's a mid-court violation right there. But again, they never inbounded it. Well, actually, wait a minute. Okay, well, I was thinking that was the inbound pass, but they turn it over.
And that's been something that's hurting them a lot, too. They're averaging, I think, 21 turnovers per game, which is, you can't do that if you want to win basketball games.
A tough break there on the inbounds pass and going for the violation, mid-court violation on Shaq Danson. Gives it right back to the Patroons as it's Millenhaus going to the line for a shot at 3 as Robertson. The ball goes into the crowd. And it'll be last touch by Patroons. It'll be Firebirds ball. Shaq Dance gets himself a mulligan. Gets it back now to Milligan. Milligan now at midcourt sets himself up now as we look now at 5:15. New players are coming in. Number 1, Big 3, Kenny Collins, 6'5", 186 guard, and he's also a junior broadcaster. He called the JV Comet Boys game with me. I
remember that.
Last Tuesday night against the Clayton and the Triple S Spartans. His brother Hugh Collins plays on the JV squad, and congratulations to Everson Simmons and the JV Comets. They won their conference championship in the men's JV squad division, and conference champions for the varsity men. The number 1 seed co-sanction for the Comets. They'll be the number 1 seed in the tournament for the Lady Comets, and we'll cover that. Just like we're covering the Firebirds, we'll cover the Clayton Comets quest.
Absolutely.
And this could be a year. I'm not trying to jinx anything, but, man, they're doing really, really good. Foul on number 9, Quentin Williams. That is the third team foul now on the Albany Patroons. Third team foul on the Patroons, and this will be the Firebirds ball. This is a non-shooting foul as Caleb Stewart will put it back inbounds to the Firebirds, to Darius Leonard. Leonard will just turn, do a fader at 180, throw in the rock, and go for 3, and it's good. A 2-point shot.
Yep, if you give Darius Leonard the opening, he's going to take that shot every time.
It's an 8-point lead now. Speaking of number 8 for the Firebirds, now the Patroons, that was Brent Shuck trying to go for the basket for Albany. And a steal and a takeaway almost, and he bounced and stepped out of line. Offensively, McLean doing a great thing defense to get the ball back, but just stepped over that out-of-bounds line. And
that's what they got to do. They got to keep up the aggressiveness on defense. Late in the game, they tend to get less aggressive and they let those back doors slip in.
4:26 remaining here. In the opening period of play, we're in Albany, New York. On the CRN Sports Network, flagship network of the Raleigh Firebirds, please like and share. CRN Sports Network on Facebook and CRN Sports on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hashtag TBL on CRN. And we also have Sportscaster coverage for all of our home games. Thank you to Nick Shupak and all the great people at Sportscaster. David and Evelyn Magley, met them. Looking forward to doing some great things with CRN and the TBL, I believe.
Yes, absolutely.
We've got a foul, first team foul now on the Raleigh Firebirds, and this is going to bring number 6 of Anthony Allen, the 213 Center to the line, and he will shoot free throws and make his first.
Yep, I believe that foul was on Darius Leonard.
Foul on Darius Leonard, number 12, the 6'9", 189 forward. That will be his first and the first team foul for the Firebirds in the first period of play. And Darius Leonard, after making that foul mistake, comes back, gets the rebound after the second basket's no good. 17-10, 7-point lead, and coming back to the basket is going to be McLean jumping up to the rim and good in two. 9-point lead for the Firebirds here on the road in Albany.
And that has been something that the Firebirds have been good at, too. Teamwork. That assist came right from, who was it? That was Jorge.
That was Jorge Concepcion. Yes, sir. Jorge Concepcion. And another opportunity for the Firebirds, turning the ball back over. Concepcion now in the game. It'll power his way to the basket, looking for now Stewart. Back to Collins. Collins goes to Stewart again. A bomber for three. Nails it at the rim. A long deeper downtown. 22-10.
Like I said before, those Firebirds, second in the league in three-point percentage, shooting 42% from beyond the arc.
Albany down by 12. Now by 10, number 6, Anthony Allen, center, powers to the net and puts it in. 22-12, 3:14 remaining now, 3 minutes remaining now in the opening period. A bomber for three off the net, no good. Attempt by Jorge Concepcion. He'll turn it back over now and give it back to the Firebirds, and now the Patroons will have it. Juking, jiving, Millinghaus under the basket. He'll power his way. Under pressure, inside, looking for Shuck. Shuck will go for a three off the rim, and he came back and bounced it and put it in. That's luck right there.
Yes, it is.
A bombing downtown three, bounced off the rim, did an inning and out. He spiraled and went in the net.
You do not see that every day.
22-15. Concepcion powers his way to the basket, and a slam by McLean. Matthew McLean slamming in a two. 24-15, a 9-point lead.
How about that pass by Concepcion right there?
Sure.
That vision. Oh.
Sure, great job now. As here comes now Millinghaus back on for the Patroons, powering their way to the basket on defense. Collins, and he'll come back and return the favor. Shuck sets it up to Quentin Williams. He'll power his way in for two. Quentin Williams, 24-17, and now the Firebirds back on the offense. Kenny Collins going for a three, a deep bomber off the rim, and it's no good. Turns back over now, 2 minutes remaining in play for the opening period. A shot for three by Quentin Williams, no good for the Patroons, and here comes the Firebirds back on offense, led by Jorge Concepcion to Darius Leonard. A faker for three, back at midcourt, sets it now to Concepcion. Concepcion fakes, goes back to Leonard inside the paint, off the rim, and it's no good. Rebound comes back to Patroons up court, led by Millinghaus. Millinghaus at midcourt, powers his way to the basket, and the ball goes out of play.
They got Concepcion on the foul, I do believe, on the reach.
Going to call a foul on number 10. It's going to be the second team foul in the first period.
35 seconds remaining on the clock. We take a media timeout.
But that's what you got to do on a player like Millinghaus. So you got to play him tough like that because he's averaging 28 points a game. You got to play him tight, or else he's gonna hurt you. He's gonna hurt you. We
have a radio and a media timeout. 1:35 remaining in the opening period. A great game. We'll be back on the CRN Sports Network. This is Firebirds basketball in New York on Valentine's Day.
The Raleigh Firebirds are brought to you by Symmetry Financial, Chick-fil-A, Roofwise, York, Gerber, and North Carolina Biotechnology Center, Sinclair Broadcast Group, Scott Free, in loving memory of Scott Gruder, Golden Corral Buffet and Grill, and Kitty Care Academy.
The Basketball League, formerly the NAPB, is dedicated to delivering a world-class professional basketball experience to our community, our fans, and business partners. The Basketball League, where the spirit of the game lives.
Company in the Capital District.
1:35 remaining in the opening period of play. Welcome back to Firebirds and Patroons on the CRN Sports Network. 24-17. A 7-point lead. Firebirds doing good, though, on the road. I'm impressed.
Yes, the Firebirds are doing great. Coming off of that, like I said before, they're coming off of that long trip out here. Playing really great basketball right now. Hopefully we can maintain this lead, though.
So after the deflection, putting it out of play, and the foul on Concepcion, which is now the 14th foul on the Firebirds in the first period. It'll now be a shot for three for the Patroons. Number 11 deep and in, Bardion Lyle. Shooting guard number 11. He'll put it in, and now it's a 4-point game, and the Firebirds back on offense. Lyle just bombed that. It was really good.
Yes, he did. And we've been talking about how hungry the Firebirds are. The Patroons are also coming off the win from last year. They're hungry for a win tonight, too.
Defending national champions of the TBL from last year, and a shot to the basket by McLean. Turn it over to McAllister. Here comes now another opportunity for 11-9. Lyle goes to Williams on the assist and puts it in. We're under a minute to play, and the Firebirds have now allowed the Patroons to reel them back in by 2 under a minute remaining in the opening period.
Yep, there is a lot of basketball to play today, and it is a good game today.
Another opportunity in the turnover and a slap ball taken away by the Patroons. Here they come back up court by Shuck. Shuck to the basket off the rim, and it's no good. They'll get their own rebound, and it is last touched out of bounds by McAllister on the Firebirds, so it will be Patroons keeping the ball and keeping possession. 38.7 seconds remaining here in the opening period of play in Albany, New York. 24-22, Firebirds lead by 2, as it's going to be Millenhaus. Shadell Millenhaus to put it back in bounds, sets it up now to Allen. Allen will power his way to the basket, off the rim to him. We're all tied even. 24-24. And that opportunity of leading by 13 has diminished. We're now all tied in the final 20 seconds. Andrew, of the opening period.
Yep, you can't count either one of these teams out right now.
Coming back, trying to get the rebound is McAllister, but he'll turn it back over to the Patroons. A shot deep for 3 by 11, nailing it.
Nails it.
Dion Lyle, shooting guard, number 11. Basket's good. Patroons take the lead under 10 seconds remaining in the opening period of play.
And right now, it's just important that the Firebirds maintain their composure to go out there and they focus on playing good ball and not turning the ball over. Those last couple of possessions, they had a few key turnovers that led to some points.
Don't wear yourself out. You're exactly right. Still a lot of basketball left to play. 27-24. New players are coming in. Jorge Concepcion, Jamel McAllister, Shaq Dance, Kenny Collins, and Matt McLean. And those all players, 5 for the Firebirds, are 5 throwers. They can throw deep threes.
Yes. And
under 10 seconds remaining here. Looks like they're looking for a deep three to tie things up at least at the end of the first. Another opportunity for McLean off the rim, and it's no good. He got his own rebound and couldn't put it in. And Jamel McAllister's attempts to try to tie things up. It is 27-24 at the end of the first period. 3 team fouls on the Patroons in the first period, 14 fouls on the Firebirds. And as we wrap up the first period, ready to go to radio timeout, prepare for period 2. This has been a heck of a game here tonight.
So far, this has been some good basketball.
A great game. Period 2 coming up next. It's the Firebirds 24, the defending national TBL champions. Albany Patroons 27 here in New York. They're up by 3, and this is Firebirds basketball on the CRN Sports Network.
Looking for a life insurance company that specializes in what you actually need? Protection. Call Danny today with Symmetry Financial. Danny is certified in all 50 states, which means Symmetry Financial is not limited and has over 30 companies to choose from. Symmetry Financial has proved time and time again their options and pricing is just better than the rest. Give Danny a call today at 828-994-1681 to see how Symmetry Financial can make life simple. TBL is dedicated to serving our communities. Outreach efforts include daytime games for school-age students with programming at halftime, centered on issues of bullying, self-confidence, and reputation safety. Day games are sponsored by local businesses and are a tremendous platform of impact. TBL is proud to be on CRN. Follow us at crnsports.org.
Now back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network.
12 minutes go up on the scoreboard. Second period about to begin here back.